So I'm creating a meal plan guide for the 21-day fixed portion control container system that we use for most Beachbody programs now. I'm going to go through and create each bracket's food amounts and where I choose to put them. So stay tuned. So when I start thinking of what I want to eat for the day, I always start with my proteins, which is your red container. So I'm going to be using the red gel pen to put down where I want to eat my proteins for the day for each calorie bracket that I'm going to put in, okay? Now that my gel pen has made this a freaking mess, I put in up here the calorie brackets. So you're going to fall into one of these calorie brackets that you'll figure out when you get your booklet and you do your calculations. So I'm now going to go through and put in the proteins for each calorie bracket where me as a coach, where I would prefer to eat my proteins for the day. Now know that you can mix and match these containers wherever you want throughout the day, but this is how I do it and it makes it really easy. So like I said, I'm gonna start with my protein containers and I'm gonna go put them in, okay? Okay, now as you can see, I've put in all the proteins that you get in each calorie bracket, okay? So the first protein bracket, for the first bracket, you get 4 proteins, same with the second. The third, you get 5 proteins, and the fourth, you get 6 proteins. So if you notice, for the first two, I personally wouldn't do a protein in the afternoon. Whereas in the other two, you have enough proteins to have at each meal throughout your day. Even in the last one, I do a little extra protein at lunch. You can, like I said, move these proteins around, not do it in the morning and do them in the afternoon. That's up to you. So I'm going to go through now and I'm going to add in my carbs. So how I like to make my meal plans is to start with my proteins because protein is my favorite food. My next favorite food is carbs. So I'm going to go in and add the carbs to all of the proteins, however many I can have in each group, okay? Okay, so I actually had to go in with a gold color because the yellow was too hard to see. So in the first calorie bracket, you only get 2 carbs for the day. So I prefer them for breakfast and for lunch. For dinner, if I don't have a carb, I find I feel less bloated and I feel better the next morning. So if I eat them when I only have the option of having 2 for breakfast and lunch, I feel better. My little babe is just talking. So that's what I would do. And so if you notice, each one has a different amount of carbs. So this is what I would do for each bracket. Now I'm going to go in and add my next favorite food, which is my fruits. Fruits is the purple container. So I'm going to go in and add my fruits throughout the day where I would eat them for each calorie bracket. So now you can see I've gone through and added the fruits to everywhere for each section or each bracket. So in the first bracket, you only get 2 fruits, and I prefer a fruit for breakfast because I love fruit in the morning, and I prefer fruit at lunch. So as I've gone through and put them where I would eat them, that's the purple color fruit. You can see the difference in each category, and you can also see that this food is adding up. You're not hungry. Next, we're going to go in with my next favorite fruit. I said next a lot, which is our healthy fats. So the blue, orange, and your teaspoons in your diet are your healthy fats. Blue is going to represent your cheeses, your avocados, all of those yummy things. So that's my next favorite container. So let's go add those in. So as you can see, I've added in the healthy fats. These I like to break up throughout my day. Maybe have a little bit of avocado for lunch and some cheese at dinner. So as you can see, I've gone through and broken them up. No matter what calorie bracket you're in, you only get 1 blue container of healthy fats. So that's, remember, your avocados and cheeses, stuff like that. And let me remind you, you can move these containers throughout the day. So if you wanted your healthy fat in the morning and you wanted the whole container, you go ahead and do that. You want 2 proteins at dinner and not 1 for a snack, then you go ahead and do that. That's awesome, but I'm just showing you kind of a general way of what I do. So now you can see I've gone in with my orange container, orange color, to show you what you can do with your orange container. Now, these are your nuts and your salad dressings. So if I want, let's say, a salad for dinner, I'm going to use my dressing there. But say I'm not going to have a salad for dinner this night. I would do some maybe nuts throughout the day. You could even move nuts to down here if you, thought maybe you'd want an afternoon snack, like right before dinner. You could just do some nuts right here. That would have been a good place to put it. But I just put it there. So, you can move it around, put it wherever you want. Like I said, this is your nuts and your salad dressings. And now let's go in with our vegetables. Okay, that's green. Notice how I wait till the last part to do veggies. So now I'm going to go in and add my vegetables for throughout the day. Okay, now you can see I've gone in, with my green veggies, and it's so bright. I'm sorry you can't really see it. But in each category I've added it in. So in the first category you get 3 veggies throughout the day. I like to mix in a little bit of spinach in my eggs if I'm going to have that in the morning, so that's an easy way to get a veggie. Now if you think the thought of a vegetable sounds gross in the morning, add it to your lunch, or maybe have some carrots in the afternoon. For this one you get 1, 2, 3, 4 veggies. So I did double veggies at dinner. I like vegetables at nighttime. I often feel like it helps with bloating as well. Not having, a carb like I said here, but also having extra vegetables I really enjoy for dinner. And then as you move up in the brackets, you're getting more veggies. So veggie, 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 2 veggies. And in the last bracket, you're having a veggie at every meal and then 2 for dinner. So you guys, you're not going to go hungry at all. So veggies are added in now. Awesome. Now all we have left is teaspoons. I'm going to go add this in where I use my teaspoons. Most of the time I have my Shakeology for my morning snack. I either do it for a morning snack or an afternoon snack. So I'm going to go in and add my teaspoons to wherever I have my Shakeology, because I like to put my peanut butter in my shakes. So these are your nut butters and your oils. So if you're going to cook with oil at night, let's say you're going to fry some chicken up or fry some taco shells, you're going to need to save a couple teaspoons of these for your frying of that. But if you're not going to fry anything that night, you can put it all in your shake if you want to. The more peanut butter, the better. Peanut butter makes the world go round. Awesome. So now that I have my teaspoons added in, I want to show you, this is the final thing. This is a rough draft version of what the meal plan should look like. Now you're probably thinking, okay, now I know how to write out my day, but how do I turn these into meals? So let me give you some examples of meals that I like for each of these categories. For breakfast, I really, really like eggs. 2 eggs is 1 protein, as you know from reading your book. So I'll fry up 2 eggs. I'll have a piece of toast, some blueberries, and I'll put some spinach in my eggs, make them scrambled or something, or have some carrots, or I really like tomatoes in the morning. An idea for a morning snack is my Shakeology. I have my Shakeology at this time every day, and I love it. I love the vegan chocolate. That's what I drink, especially while I'm nursing. It's a plant-based protein rather than a whey-based protein, so it's easier for little one, who's falling asleep, to digest. So I make my Shakeology, which is 1 protein. I add half a banana, which is a fruit. I can throw in, a green container of spinach, and you do not taste it in the Shakeology. So add a green container of spinach to there and my teaspoons of peanut butter. It is so good. For lunch, I really enjoy sandwiches or salads. So I would personally probably take my veggies for dinner and throw them up here and make a really big yummy salad. Have 2 servings of lettuce or mixed greens. Put some avocado on it. An apple is super good on a salad. And some chicken or turkey, any sort of meat that you wanted on your salad. Sprinkle some pine nuts on top and have a little, some crackers on the side. You could even put the crackers in the salad. That would be divine. So that's a good idea for a lunch. Another good idea is sandwiches, wraps. You can just have a plain something basic would be, okay, chicken breast, some strawberries, some avocado, some nuts, and a piece of toast. See how that didn't really make a meal per se, but it filled all the brackets. So it doesn't have to be something fancy. You can break it down and have it easy too. And then your afternoon snack, say you didn't have your Shakeology in the morning, you could have it here. You could also have, some leftover chicken from the night before that you made, or some leftover turkey burger that you made. Just get a protein in. And let's say you don't want to have a protein for an afternoon snack. You need to move this protein to either a lunch, a dinner, somewhere else throughout your day so that you're getting that container. It's important that you're getting all your containers and not skipping them. And for a dinner, a good idea I love is salmon. We make salmon burgers that we get from Costco. They are so good. So a salmon burger on a thin bun would be a carb with some avocado. I have 2 servings of veggie. I could do a little salad on the side with a dressing, and then some oils I could use to make my salmon. You could do chicken and couscous, or chicken and quinoa. You could do a salad, and use your teaspoons wherever you want. If you're not going to use them for that evening, then use them in your shake. The more peanut butter, the better, or somewhere else throughout your day. So I hope this helps. I hope it makes sense to you guys how I break up my portions throughout the day, because I know when you get this chart, it can kind of seem a little bit daunting. Okay, now here's all of the containers I'm supposed to eat, but how do I make it into a meal plan? So that's why I created this video. I hope it helps. If you guys have any questions, meal ideas, maybe I could do another video on just meal ideas, but this is a breakdown of how I plan my day or my week or whatever for each calorie bracket. Okay, bye guys.